I hope you are all well. If you're new to this channel, then hello, nice to see you. And if you're not new to this channel, thank you for staying with me whilst I took a month break from posting anything. Lockdown truly got to me in the end. I thought I was someone who was very happy being on my own, someone who, you know, never really had any issues with my own company. But I think when your potential options of going for a coffee or even just walking down the street gets taken away from you, I think that subconsciously, consciously, you then start to sort of go, I'm trapped. And especially when you're living in the middle of goddamn nowhere and you stare at the same four walls for 3 months. And if you do go for a walk, it's the same routes that you take for 3 months. That this 4th month finally got to me, and I lost all drive, I lost all ambition, I lost all passion. I was just sad a lot of the time and I just couldn't get out of the funk. And because of that, I wasn't really in the mood to produce any videos. You know, as you can tell by my room, I didn't clean. It genuinely took a massive toll. However, I am super grateful for my health. I'm super grateful for my family's health. And to be honest with you, I shouldn't really complain because there are people that are in worse positions than me. With that, I just wanted to say that if you are going through a difficult time, please speak to someone, because talking to someone really does help. And even if you don't think it's helpful, it's always good to have someone who knows how you feel. But yes, with this lockdown, my mental health was affected. I had a series of things going on. You know, I was furloughed from work, so my routine of going to work was off. I was looking for a house. If you saw from my previous video that, I think it was the last video I posted, maybe the video before, when I was back in Wiltshire, me and Katie, we were looking for a house to rent. So we decided, for various reasons, we both needed a place to live, and because of that we were searching, and it took so long to find somewhere. Like, anytime that we wanted a place, it would fall through, and honestly this was going on for weeks, and it was the most like demotivating thing to do and experience. And you know, some of the properties were disgusting, and because of COVID we couldn't go and view them, and honestly it was just the biggest palaver ever. That being said, we finally have found somewhere. We signed the contract yesterday, which is so exciting. So hopefully next week we will be living in our new place. And not only that, but there is a job interview going up because of, due to certain reasons, my work life is turned into a bit of a complication. However, I have a job interview next week, which is super exciting. So some sort of normality is happening, and because of that, even just that pressure that's taken off has really, really helped. So, you know, my mood's lifting. And not only that, but whilst I am sort of on this high, I guess is the best way of putting it, I have been thinking about the content that I was producing, content that I said that I wasn't very happy with, and I've realised that I need to do it a different way. And what I'm thinking of doing is, regarding like the K-pop music, I kind of want to do it in the form of a podcast. Now, I know some friends that have known me for a long time, they know that I've wanted to do a podcast for a very long time. I was discussing it back in, when was it, 2012? Yeah, 2011, 2012, I was discussing about doing it, but I never got round to it, talking about, you know, the pressures of other people judging you. Growing up, I caved into that quite a lot, and there's things that I didn't do or didn't start because of the fear of what people say and do, because the things that I did decide that I wanted to do, when people found out about it, I was absolutely ridiculed. So I put it off, and I just think that instead of reacting to sort of videos, I think sort of having a podcast type element is just a better way of doing it. And that way, you know, can discuss and can kind of do it as like a themed type of podcast thing. So each week, so I do it on a weekly basis. I'm thinking of doing it on Fridays, and just kind of do it as a theme of being like all girls or all boys or co-ed groups, or I don't know, something like that. I think that would be the better way to do it. And I think that rather than doing each individual music reaction type thing, because there's so many that come out on one day, I think that kind of doing it as a podcast, be able to talk about it, it's a lot more like there's a lot more freedom to it. So I'm going to start doing it that way. I haven't decided how I want to do it though, but that's something that planning will help, obviously. And something else that I neglected that I think that I need to do a lot more is regarding sort of being a tall girl and those elements. Now, I do have a story time coming up in the form of, well, I've broken it down into like 5 sections because the way I have to think is like through spider diagrams and this, that and the other. Hang on, let me show you. So like, I've literally, these are like the different conversations, videos that I want to film sort of as sit down chats. But with everything that was going on with COVID and with everything, you know, with other people, I just didn't really think it was appropriate. So now that like my headspace is better as well, I just think now's the perfect time to sort of do those type of videos. But also, you can't really see, well, this pile of clothing was a special parcel that I received, and there's another pile of clothing somewhere from 2 brands I've never purchased from before, well, until now. And so we're going to see if they're tall girl approved, which is exciting. So yeah, I've got stuff in the works, but it just took a while for me to sort of mentally deal with stuff, some unavoidable, some being things that I couldn't control, and yeah, we're finally on the up. I want to thank anyone that has stayed subscribed to this channel. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I will do better for you guys in the future. I'm not to say that there isn't a potential hiatus that might happen again in the future, but hopefully it won't be as long, maybe a week or so. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will do better in the future. But yes, I hope you guys are all well. I hope you guys are all safe, and sorry for the rambling of this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.